StreamYard to get YouTube and everything started. Hi, everyone. Hopefully, did the intro go? Oh, there it is. All right, that worked over there. So it should be coming up over here. Sorry, got all the things going on. Make sure we get everybody. Okay, I think I got you all. Hi, I'm Amber Scott, artist and creator at Mountain Knit Creations, and I welcome to Craft Along with Amber. We go live on Mondays right here, all over the place: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Hi, everybody, everywhere. Hopefully you can hear me okay. It seems like the sound's coming through okay. Yay, I see myself like 4 times over. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. So if I can't keep up with you, if you comment and I miss it, just give me a moment because it's just me doing it all. All right, so let's get to it. Today, we are going to swatch out my new gouache paints that I got for Christmas. Haven't had a chance to do that yet, and then make a small project with it. So I'm going to turn my camera around and we'll go down to the table. All right. Sorry, I'll make you guys a little dizzy here. We'll go this way. There we go. All right. All right. Everybody see my hands? I can get the light to turn down a little more brighter. There we go. All righty. So for Christmas, I got these awesome paints. I'm not sure how to flip it around on, looks like TikTok is backwards. I apologize. Everywhere else seems to be okay. So not sure how to fix that. But anyways, so from Castle Arts, I got gouache paints. There's 24 of them. Yeah, so I'm excited to play with them. And actually, it came with a project. Maybe we'll just do that. I don't know. I'll probably have a video of their own project. But we're going to, this is just a page in one of my journals that I was using, as you can see. So I figured this would be a good page to swatch on. Because, yeah, it's just kind of a, otherwise I can't really use this page too much. So let's see. I can get you guys a little higher, maybe. Instagram looks a little close, but I apologize. I'm trying to do it all. All right, so there are 24 paints. One thing is you want to keep your paintbrushes separate from, say, acrylics. You probably can mix them with watercolor, but because gouache is kind of a combo. So I'm just going to go through my paints. So I'm just going to go whoop and whoop. So we're starting out with lemon yellow. And actually, I'm just going to do this since we're just swatching right now. I'm finding a pen to write down the info. All right. These are Castle Arts Wash tubes. Okay. Wash that off. I like this little thing. So like here, there's like bumps down there, so I can, helps me wash it off. And then over here, you keep the clean water. So now I have clean water. Next, we move on to cadmium yellow. So there's all kinds of different gouache paints. These are the tube kind, there are jelly kind. I don't know all of them, so don't even. I got to move my other water so I don't go painting with that. I actually think there was a card in here that I could. Where did I put my pen? I think there was a card that I. Oh, the box is breaking. That I could swatch on too. I should do that before I get too far. That's what we'll do. We'll do it in both places because I already started here. So this is 007 cadmium yellow. So we'll go back and do those too. So fun and exciting, right? To watch someone swatch their paints. I do like the way these feel. They go on nice and smooth. The colors are very vibrant. So far, so good. And a lot of pigment. I mean, I'm only dabbing, and look how far that pigment goes. So definitely a nice amount of pigment in the paints. They're nice and smooth. They're going on nicely, coming out of the tube nicely. Should be. Oh, this is yellow ochre. Oh, they're out of order. Or I don't have the terracotta light. Oh, I do. They are. Well, we'll put the yellow ochre deep here. Put some on here too. It's a nice color. Kind of makes me think fallish. Not quite brown, not quite yellow. So this, not that they have to be in this order, but this is 157 yellow ochre deep. But this one says it's the next one. This one's got some stuff at the top there. Just some oil, probably keeping the paint moist. Some kind of liquid. And this is the terracotta light. Interesting name for this color. But it goes a long way. A little bit goes a long way, as you can see. So that's the terracotta light. So having those numbers, that means there's probably colors in between all those. So we'll switch up. Probably everybody can't see it, but I'm switching up the locations so they follow the card they gave me. Cleaning my brush. Nice and soft and smooth. Ooh, loving it. This is coral. Oops, I squeezed some of the paint out. careful how tight you hold it, right? And just writing everything down so I remember. Next, we have vermilion. Some of these names, I think they're French or Italian words based on the ingredients that came in the paint. There we go. Very pretty. Nice. Like a reddish orange. Hey, Terry. Oh, I'm sorry, Terry, I didn't see you. Thanks for waving furiously so I could see you. Hi, friend. So fun. Let's see. It looks like I have friends over TikTok. And Instagram, all over the place. Terry, I've missed you. This is like my third live. I'm so glad you finally came back. Yay. I missed seeing you in my chats. But how are you? How are my friends? Everybody who's joining in, thank you. We are swatching Castle Art gouache paint today that I had gotten for Christmas and haven't had a chance to sit down and just swatch them out and play with them. Ooh, I like that color. This is, I'm not sure how to say it, Alizarian Crimson. So pretty color. I like that color. Very pretty. I'm talking about these new colors. They come out really nice. Very lots of pigment. Very bright. Go on very nicely. Reactivate very nicely. The numbers have to do with where they are on like the color wheel or grouping. I don't even know how to spell this. I don't think there's crimson. I'm okay, ready for winter to make its exit. My brain has just been all kinds of out of sync with schedules and times. I hear you. I am ready for it to be done as well, Terry. No more snow, no more 2-hour delays, no more all that fun jazz. And this is rose. This is a really bright one. Ooh, I would not call that rose personally, but that's just me. Look at how bright that is. Very nice. Very nice and bright. I think I've used this one. That's why there's some in the lid too. So it's a little more, gouache paints are a little more chalky, a little more pasty. I don't know what the word is, but they definitely have a different feel to them. Grandma's. Oh my gosh, yes. My grandma was named Rose and she wore that color lipstick, I believe. Yeah. Yes, we should call it, we'll use grandma's lipstick from now on. I agree. I like that name. But I'll write Rose here because it's shorter. Let's see. Now we're on to Purple Lake. I don't think I've used this one yet. Ooh. So it's got a good combo of the rose in there. You can see hints of it being next to it. Like, I don't know what you would call it. I'm trying to do dark to light on the swatches, but these colors have so much pigment. I'm not complaining. It's beautiful pigment. Purple Lake. I'm not sure where that name comes from. It's an interesting one. But I'm liking them so far. On to Prussian Blue. So I've used Prussian Blue in all kinds of paints. It's like the base blue paint for all different kinds of paints. I don't know if they all look the same. Add a little bit more water so you can see how it acts a little differently when you get it wet. A little more wet, but a little more like watercolor there than just the plain paint. What kinds of things have everybody been up to? What have you been making? Are you painting? Are you making jewelry? What are you up to? There's another often seen blue. This one is ultramarine, another popular, often used blue. So different feel when you add a little bit more water. It acts a little bit more like watercolor, but it dries differently than watercolor. More powdery or pasty. This one was ultramarine. .043. Cobalt blue. So it's a brighter blue, another popular blue that other types of paints have this color in it. So no, so just slightly lighter than the ultramarine. Keep forgetting to. So used to just reaching and doing what I want to do. Not making sure it's on camera. So there it is with water added in. Nope. Must have some on the back of my card. Yep. Got here. Oh well. All right. Moving to the bottom row of paints. Woo! Ooh. Up first, teal green. And that's the teal green. And the numbers just help you find that color. Maybe later, if I run out, I can look it up based on that number, or there are different ways of doing that. Yes, Terry, it is. Yeah, it is more opaque, so you can build the colors up. Right. versus watercolors, which is more translucent. And think of the word there for a second. This is emerald green. And these are different types of paper. This one's a little more smooth. This one has a little more texture to it, so they'll react slightly different to each one. But if you enjoy creating, I'd say give these a try. Castle Arts. It wasn't too expensive. I mean, I got it as a gift, but they were reasonably priced, and they seem like decent paints. I would say they're not, top of the line professional, but definitely can use them in a professional capacity. This is phthalo green, so it's like a blue green. I'm gonna add a little more water. Trying to do very little water. It doesn't take much. But the one thing I do with gouache is when I paint with it, I'll show you. I want to get a different container, but right now this is just an ice cube tray with a lid. And so I put the colors in here, and then I can reactivate them with water. So it's nice that I don't have to, it's not just paint disappearing, but I can reactivate gouache, which is nice. Ooh, Caran d'Ache. I don't know how to say that. Yes, so there are different types. So that there are pans, there are tubes, there's all kinds of different types out there. So this is phthalo. And they act slightly different, not completely different, but slightly different. Like I have jelly gouache, and that's very different than working with the tubes. I actually really like working with the tubes versus the jelly. But I don't have a high-end jelly. I just have Five Below jelly. So it was fun to play with a little, but if you're going to start out and try something, I would go ahead and just go midline with gouache paint. Wasn't that great for the low end of stuff, if that makes sense. So you want more medium end when it comes to gouache. I feel like watercolor, you can definitely do some great things with low end. Maybe acrylic too, but gouache is a different beast, I think. One with a question mark joined on TikTok. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't give you magical artist powers, sadly. That would be really cool. Nope. It's called practice. That's what Terry was saying, that she was hoping it would be magical powers, but yeah, but so there is like a line where like it could be the supplies. There's like a line between supplies that can be kind of used for all kinds of different things, and it doesn't, matter as much as of the grade of the, like if they're high end or low end, but some art supplies do matter, and that'll become apparent when you use them, or like you'll produce some better art, Terry. So there is, I mean, sometimes it is the supplies, and then sometimes it's not. This is Prussian green. So we had Prussian blue, now we have Prussian green. So there's probably some of that blue in that, which I can see. So you can kind of see it with the purple here, kind of powdery, cakey. That one's the most noticeable. Maybe the rose or grandma's lipstick down here. So kind of shows that pasty feel or whatever. But it's fun. It's definitely a different material to paint with. French violet. No, that was the next one. That's a weird spot to put that. I'm not quite sure why that's down there. But that's what they did, right? It's down there versus with the other purples. I'm not quite sure. Purples and pinks. It's a very pretty color, though. A little of that blue's getting mixed in. Sorry about that. So I am literally, it's a very tiny, tiny dab that I'm using. And I'm able to swatch both things using a little bit of water to show you how it reacts with water. So it becomes a little more translucent when you put water to it. Okay, on to burnt sienna. I'll have to see if Castle Arts are on TikTok. I had them working on creating a TikTok shop. If you guys haven't seen, I started ACEOs, which are artist created, I forget, artist created something originals. So they're tiny, tiny, like 2.5 by 3.5 paintings that you do, or drawings or paintings or you name it. And I'm selling them on eBay. So if you want to go check that out, you can check out Amber Scott Art on eBay. In addition, I am doing a monthly mailing. This year I'm doing the Language of Flowers. Art for Your Heart is my mailing's called. Ooh, nice deep chocolatey brown. Look at that. And I didn't squeeze it out. It was kind of pouring out itself. That's burnt umber. So definitely more of a brown versus the sienna, which is more of a red. We're almost there. Yay. So Art for Your Heart is my mailing, and once a month I'm sending out fun little mailing. You get a that's okay, Terry. I had broken up with TikTok too, and then decided to go back because of it is really good for creators and artists. So, yep, I hear ya. I have a love-hate relationship with it, but oh well. Trying to, make a living here. So, as an artist, as you know, you gotta have many avenues of income. So that's Van Dyke Brown. Probably named after somebody. That's my guess. We are almost there, friends. Almost there. Just got grays, black, and white left. Charcoal gray. So I have 2 collections right now on eBay, Amber Scott Art. One is a flower, sketchy, kind of inky collection. And then the second one are some yoga dogs. I use Bailey as my muse. And so dogs in some funny yoga poses. So if you have a chance, head over and check out my ACOs on eBay. It's Amber Scott Art. The roses end tomorrow. So get it while you can. Is there something you guys would like to see me make tiny, like tiny little paintings? Van Dyck is named after the 17th century Flemish painter Anthony van Dyck, who is known for using a deep, rich, and warm earth brown in his portrait background. See? Thank you, Terry. That's awesome. Awesome. Thanks for sharing that with me. I totally thought that was the name. And then lamp black. So there are Mars black. There's all kinds of different blacks out there, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, there's so many colors in the world, which is a blessing. Right? Yeah. So one of my goals, and you're probably like, why is she doing this? I want to make art. Somebody's like in my Etsy. Do you hear those dingings? That's Etsy. Make art accessible to everyone, because art brings me so much joy. You don't have to be good at it to reap the benefits of it. This is probably the color I use the most. It's my white. Oof. So I have started using some of them in some of my projects, because I am now in a gouache painting group, and we paint something together once a month. Well, we paint and share it together, I should say. We don't sit down and paint together. And that's going to be really hard to see that white. It's there. That's why I put a little over here. It's Chinese white. But my paper is white, so it's hard to see. Oh, it's there. I promise. But yeah, so that is gouache. So this is lamp black. And what has everybody been up to lately? Anything exciting? Chinese white. You see those a lot in art. All right, so I get to keep this, and this will be just a fun page in my journal. There are so many. I've been having a lot of fun reading through different books about fluorography. I need a deep dive color name history. This is fascinating. Payne's Gray is named after William Payne, an 18th century British watercolorist and painter. I've been a Googling fool with the Olympics on learning all things. Oh, that sounds like so much fun, Terry. Yeah, I would love to learn more too. So a couple of the books I've gotten from the library, I'm learning too through my mailing, is I'm learning all kinds of things about fluorography. That's what the language of flowers is called. This, like doing that. So here's a book that tells you different ones. So like in the spring, it talks about the snowdrop. So my first mailing was the snowdrop. Now I didn't do the crocus, but I did do a different one. So each month has a couple different ones. So like this has primrose, and I did violets instead. For March, we will be doing daffodils that come before the swallow dares and take the winds of March with beauty. William Shakespeare. It's been here's the violet. a lot of fun. So violet is one of the flowers for February. Forgiveness is the fragrance the violet sheds on the heel that has crushed it. Mark Twain. So if you haven't signed up yet, you can via my Etsy shop. I'm still working on getting Shopify to work. Here's a guide to buds, blooms, and blossoms, how to speak flowers. So see, out florography, a way to connect, mini history of speaking flowers. So it's big in the Victorian, from ancient Greece to the Middle Ages, and from the Victorians to today. So I'm listening to a book right now and reading a book. Both of them are mysteries that use florography to solve them. And I did read a book last week, I should say listen to, so see, love, friendship, gratitude, thanks, celebration, and healing. So they all have like different meanings. So it was an Enola Holmes book. So it's a middle grade book. But if you like mysteries, middle grade's a good place, and it's clean. And it was just a sweet little story, and she figured it out by using the language of flowers. So Enola Holmes is supposedly Sherlock Holmes' younger sister. So they do make an appearance in there, and so does Dr. Watson. So this one talks about how to speak flowers, and then this one is one of the original remake. Kate Greenwood did the illustration, Kate Greenway, many, many, many years ago. And then it's pretty much just kind of a reference. Like, okay, I'm going to look up poppy. It's red. It means consolation. But on the other page, it includes some of Kate Greenway's artwork, which is so pretty, and then poems as well. So lots and lots and lots of fun. I'm learning so much. Let's see. So we were doing violets. So blue violet means faithfulness. So fidelity, joy. Let's see if we can. So in my mailing, you not only get a painting of that month's flowers, but you also, you get a sticker, and you get a postcard that you can use or you can keep. You get in the letter, usually include a poem. You're probably like, what am I going to do with all this stuff? So I was having fun the other day, and I took the stuff I've done so far. So like the sticker of the snowdrop, and then one of the paintings, the postcard, I'm just gluing them right in my journal. So like here's February's postcard with a poem, and it's glued in here so you can't see the back. But then I had specially printed out my artwork for the month. And then this week, that painting class will go live. So if you sign up, you get the first to those classes, and then you get like a letter from me. So like I put a E.B. Browning poem in here, and you get some info about what the flower means and what I'm up to. And then I have the stickers and some of the artwork. So that's one way you can use this stuff, but I'm sure there are many other ways. But well, we're almost at 40 minutes, so I won't keep you guys too much longer. But they did have this sketch from the front of the box. You saw that. So they give you a project. They give you the paper and the project. I feel like there was directions in here too. Might be a video too. Well, they have some free downloadables to sharpen your skills. Oh, and they do. They give a little lesson on how to paint this bird. Look at that. How fun is that? So if you're looking for new paints, these would be a great stepping stone. Yeah, and I think they were just ordered right. You can order them right on the Castle Art website, or I think they were ordered via Amazon. But they do the color wheel, all kinds of tips they give you. So I'm excited to walk through that and look at that. But I'm going to get going because we're already at 40 minutes. But yeah, maybe next time we'll get to paint this beauty, or another time. It was a lot of fun to swatch out with you guys and to talk about the swatches. I'm going to make you dizzy again as I flip my camera. There we go. Woo. Now I'm like super close. Sorry about that. But so excited. Thank you, Terry. How neat. Thank you. So many people joined. Thank you so much. I see so many of you on all the different venues. As I said, Amber Scott of Mountain Itney Creations. I do art and jewelry. You can look at my Etsy and Shopify shop, or if you're local, I sell in Bellefonte, or you can contact me directly. Yeah, and look forward to next week. I'm back every week. Yeah, good to see you too, Terry. And 1 o'clock Mondays, I do my lives. I'm not sure. I'll have to sit down and think about what I'll do next week. But yeah, so happy end of February. And yeah. Oh, and if you have a YouTube channel and you'd like to join me, I'm going to do another crafting collaboration. So send me a message, or look at my YouTube to read all about it. I'd be happy to have you join me. All right. Have a great week, and I will talk to you guys soon.